One Piece chapter 1158 is out, so let's go over it. Oh my god, bro. This chapter is insane, bro. From the cover story to the end of the chapter, it's peak, bro. It's the best chapter of this flashback so far, man. Bro, we're really heading towards God Valley. Chapter clearly sets up the God Valley incident that's from the next chapter. It's gonna be peak, bro. So much happens in this chapter. We get Rocks and Roger interaction. We get the Rocks versus Harald, and we also see at the end of the chapter, at the very end, we also see the reveal of Shanks' mother, and we also see baby Shanks and Shamrock in God Valley. They were in God Valley, bro. So it's insane, bro. This chapter. Anyways, let's go over the chapter. The title of the chapter is Rocks versus Harald. In the cover story, finally, we have something crazy happening in the cover story. A huge reveal. This reveal might be bigger than what happens in the rest of the chapter. This is one of the chapter where the cover story maybe outshines the actual chapter. Finally the cover story is paying off. So, as I told you guys, let Oda cook, man, and he cooked big time with this one. And remember last week, in the last chapter where we saw Yamato visiting a grave in Ringo. Anyway, that turns out that the grave is actually of someone named Kozuki Moriya. Yes, guys, you heard it right. It's Kozuki Moriya, and it's crazy, bro. Where do I even start with this, man? We see Yamato and Kiku, and they are leaving the shrine, and behind we see the gravestone where the name is written, Kozuki Moriya. And yeah, so it was Moriya's grave all along, and it's insane, bro. Moriya is also a part of the Kozuki clan. It's so much, bro. How, bro? In Japanese, if in Japanese the word Kozuki and Gecko, they have similarities, it's the back. Gecko is the backwards version of Kozuki, so it was right in front of us all along. Oda's foreshadowing is unmatched, guys. It's insane, man. I'm losing my mind over this reveal, bro. So that means that Moriya was actually fighting Kaido for his own people to save Wano, Moriya is actually a hero of Wano. It makes all sense, bro. It's insane. And maybe the people of Wano thought that Moriya died in his fight with Kaido, but as we know, he didn't die, and everything that happened later on with Thriller Bark and the Straw Hats, it's crazy, bro. Moriya is part of the Kozuki clan, and he was born in West Blue, but he was brought up to Wano, and he was raised in Wano, Maybe he was adopted in the Kozuki clan by Shukiyaku, and maybe he was an adopted stepbrother to Odin, it's insane. Maybe Moriya can also read the poneglyphs, and it would make sense because many people have theorized that the former warlords are joining Cross Guild, maybe Moriya will also join the Cross Guild after he later on, and that might be how Cross Guild gets a good head on finding the One Piece, because maybe Kozuki Moriya can know. Maybe Moriya knows how to read the poneglyphs. Maybe he learned it from the Kozuki clan during his time in Wano. So it's insane, bro. And I saw many people pointing out that while Odin was dancing on the streets in Wano, Moriya showed up, and he took on the responsibilities all on himself and shouldered the burden to save Wano by himself. Even though his entire crew got killed off by Kaido, he still tried while Odin was dancing in the streets. It's funny, bro. I wonder what would have happened if Moriya and Odin actually joined forces against Kaido. I'm pretty sure they would have given a run for Kaido's money, Sadly that didn't happen, and Moriya lost here, and Odin, as we know, died few years after that incident. It's insane, bro. So much lore in this cover story, bro. Insane, bro. One Piece is going crazy, man. And I've talked so much and we haven't even started off the chapter, It's insane. Anyways, guys, we finally started the chapter, and we start off in Oro Jackson, the ship of the Roger Pirates, the Pirate King, bro. It's insane. We see that Roger is pouting, and he's sad that he doesn't know where Shaki went for leaving the Kuja Pirates, Where we see that other members of Roger Pirates like are letting Roger know that they found out where Shaki has been residing for, and they tell Roger that Shaki is in Pirate Island, and they should go pay her a visit, and but Roger is like pouting and he's like sad, like, and we see like Gaban like asking Rayleigh like what is up with Roger, why is he so sad, and Rayleigh like tell, and we see a flashback within a flashback where we see that Rayleigh was talking to Scupper no, sorry, Rayleigh was talking to Roger in Roger's captain's room in the ship, and we see that Shaki, during the interaction between the Kuja Pirates and Roger Pirates during their battle, Shaki like gave Rayleigh a letter in which says, "Come and make me yours," and Rayleigh was like confused, like he didn't know what to do with it, so he came to Roger to tell him first, like to show him what was going on, and like Rayleigh is like confused what to do, so he's asking for his captain's advice on what to do next, and Roger said that Roger told Rayleigh that this is a love letter. Like, Rayleigh, what are you doing, man? Like, Roger asks Rayleigh like if he's not interested on getting with Shaki, and Rayleigh is like, I'd be lying if I said that. But Rayleigh is interested, but he doesn't want to be tied down. Like, bro is a pirate first and foremost, and maybe he has his priorities. Right now, his priority is to like go be a pirate and like go on adventures and hang around and chill. But as we know, they later get along, Rayleigh and Shaki. So it's great to see how it all like started, like how everything was beforehand. Like Rayleigh didn't want to be like like go and like settle with Shaki right now. Like he still wanted to be free and have his like own room, space to like do his own thing. And it's insane, bro. Like this is crazy. Like Shaki literally gave Rayleigh a letter and he said, "Come and make me yours." Shoot, and she also signed it Shaku Yaku. It's crazy. Like imagine you're Roger and you have to say this, bro. Like you're after like Shaki, and your first mate is like going away with the dream girl of yours. It's insane, bro. Like Roger got to be fuming with Rayleigh, bro. Like Rayleigh like stole the woman of Roger's dream. Like Rayleigh watched like Roger's kid get executed on 4K, bro. Like Roger, like I wouldn't be surprised if Roger had like crazy beef with Rayleigh, like it's insane, bro. Roger must be fuming in hell, bro, watching all this go down with Rayleigh. And it's insane, bro. Like we then see that Roger like switched up, and we see that Roger like lightened up, and he declared that he isn't giving up on Shaki yet, and they all like go to Pirate Island on Roxas Island, and they all go to the Pirate Island to pay Shaki a visit, and we see the Roger Pirates, Zoro Jackson sailing off in the distance, and we then like switch to another like, I think this is a bit forward. A bit later, we see that sometime later, 40 years ago, in the Holy Land of Marijua, we see that Saint Figarland Garling, he's a holy knight now, and future elder, Saint Figarland Garling, and we see that Garling is telling the 5 elders that they should hold the next like native hunting competition in God Valley, and the elders are like, you have to be impatient. You're impatient, Garling. Like it's 40 years ago, so the previous native hunting slave hunting competition took place like 1 year before this, which is like 41 years ago. So it's only been barely 1 year after the incident, and Garling is like already like telling the elders about where to hold the next competition, and the elders are like, you're impatient, Garling. Like what are you on about? Like we just finished on with the previous game and you're talking about the next one. And Garling says that he's aware of all that, but there is something special about God Valley. He says that during his mission on God Valley, he tried to convince the people on God Valley to join the world government, but they didn't join it. So the God Valley is an unaffiliated country to the world government. And furthermore, he says that God Valley has so many resources that would be useful to the celestial dragons, and the world government. And he also made an outrageous discovery on God Valley. He said that it was completely unexpected, and even he Garling even goes on to say that that discovery was so great that even Emu will be pleased with it. So Garling highly recommended that the next slave hunting competition should be held at God Valley in 2 years' time. So it's insane, bro. Like we're getting so much lore on God Valley, you know. Like I'm pretty sure we're getting the God Valley flashback here right now. Like Oda is building up setting it up so well, you know. Like it's insane now. Now to think about what Garling discovered at God Valley, something which even Emu would be pleased. Bro, like I've been seeing like many people like speculating that it could be an ancient weapon, you know. Maybe it's the ancient weapon Uranus, which the world government has right now, as we know. Maybe this was a weapon which was used to wipe out the Lucia kingdom, and maybe this is why God Valley got wiped off the map, you know. Maybe God Valley got God Valley got flown up to the sky, and as we know, Uranus is related to the sky, so maybe God Valley is up in the sky, and it's the ancient weapon Uranus, you know. It could be that, or maybe God Valley has resources which are used to create the mother flame, you know. Maybe it could be also that. So much stuff happening here, and many people thought that God Valley would be like, maybe people went to God Valley for Shaki. So we see that it's not that. God Valley has like so much more to it, like deep lore, like why God Valley incident happened, you know. Like there's so much happening here. It's crazy, man. And bro, and Garling, bro, like, and we see the young Garling, bro, still with his knightly suit. Bro looks just like Shanks and Shamrock, bro. Not gonna lie, it's crazy, man. And yeah, it could also be, you know, from the first world. It could be a technology like the robot we saw on Elbaf. You know, it could be something like that Garling found on God Valley. That was a huge discovery. Maybe that's why Emo would like it, you know. Uh, Anyways, we cut away to Pirate Island in Shaki's rip-off bar, and we see that all kinds of pirates are coming up from the world to visit Shaki's bar, and we see pirates from North Blue have come to pay Shaki a visit to have a drink in Shaki's bar, and like Shaki doesn't like give them like any attention, so it's crazy, bro. Like they came all the way from the North Blue to Pirate Island to just pay Shaki a visit, and she doesn't even care about these fraud pirates. It's insane. Like it's a huge line on Shaki's rip-off bar. We then see that Shaki asking Roger, Rocks, like why he's like grinning, like, and she understands that Roger is not smiling for Shaki. It's for another woman. And we see Big Mom chiming in. We see it's insane to see. Man, I used to think that the Rock Squares were like they had no chemistry, like they were all like in it for themselves. But it's great to see that Rock Squares were actually having a bond, you know, like in this. Here we see that Rock Squares are like sitting in a bar with a table with wine and booze, and we see like they're chatting and having fun with together. And we see Big Mom chiming in, and she says that a woman's intuition is a scary thing, huh? Rox is like trying to hide the fact that he's in love with another woman, and and Whitebird is like doesn't understand what's going on. He's like listening to the conversation, and he's surprised what's going on. And Stussy like tells Whitebeard that it has to be a woman. That guy is grinning like he's expecting a kid. So yeah, we get the confirmation that Blackbeard is already born like during this time, or he's about to be born, and Rox like got in with another woman. People speculated it could be Shaki, but no, we get the confirmation that Rox actually fell in love with another woman, and that is how like Blackbeard was born. It's insane. We don't see the woman, we don't who it was, or we don't even see Blackbeard in this chapter, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see them soon. But yeah, it's crazy to see that getting the confirmation. Like I used to think that Rox would be like a deadbeat dad, you know. Like it's great to see that Rox actually like having care. It seems that Rox actually cared for his wife and Blackbeard, you know. It's insane, but it's crazy, bro. And we then see that the Roger Pirates barging into the Shaki's bar, and we see other pirates like taking pictures of the famous Roger Pirates, and It's great to see that the Roger Pirates were already very famous in the world. Like, it's not like they became popular for finding the One Piece, and like they were actually like big shots. Like even back then, like this is like 15 years before God Valley. So it's great to see this. We see like Shaki like seeing, and Roger and Rox is furious like seeing Roger in his island, and Rox and Roger tells Rox that, didn't you hear, fighting at Shaki's bar is forbidden, so stuff it, you porcupine. So yeah, the only reason like Roger and Rox are like chilling in Shaki's bar is because Shaki has a rule in his bar that there is no fighting allowed in the bar. And Roger and Rox are like having a go at each other with words only, and Rox is like furious, like why Roger is on his island, and it's funny to see the rivalry between these two. Like it seems more like a friendly rivalry rather than like more heated like bloodbath like enemies. You know, they seem more like rivals. Roger like says to stuff it, you porcupine. And we then see a funny panel of the, you remember the huge line of pirates we saw back before, and we see that all of the pirates, they were like beaten down badly, and we see like Rox asking like, wasn't there a huge line out there? How did you get in here, Roger? Did you wait in it? And Roger is like, there was a line, I hardly noticed it. Drink up, everybody, it's on me, like it's on the Pirate King, like the booze is on the Pirate King, the drink is on the Pirate King. It's crazy, bro. Like Roger, like no, like one shot all these like pirates outside and like barge into the bar like it's like nothing. It's crazy, bro. Like fighting outside Shaki's bar accepted. Like inside, no fighting is allowed. Bro, it's crazy to see that. We then see like Whitebeard getting up and leaving the bar because it's getting noisy and he cannot stand this place anymore. And there is a funny scene where like Roger tells to put all the drinks on Nougat's tab, but Whitebeard tells it to leave it on Roxas tab. It's insane. Like Roger and Rox Roger and Whitebeard having this conversation. You know, like it's crazy to see this thing. Like we then see the Shaki asking Roger if Rayleigh is also here. And like Rayleigh, and Roger tells Shaki that Rayleigh was not feeling well, so he stayed back at the ship. And we then see like Gloriosa jumping onto Roger, and she is like telling Roger like, why doesn't Gloriosa is part of the Rox Pirates now, but she is asking Roger to like to be on his ship. Like Gloriosa still hasn't given up on Roger. But Roger is like, I told you no, I'm not into lovey-dovey women who threw themselves at me. Like it's crazy to see the hypocrisy on like Roger. He understands that, but he's also the one who's like trying to be lovey-dovey to Shaki. It's crazy, bro. Like this man Roger, bro, it's getting too much, man. Like Shaki is on to Rayleigh, and Roger is still like going after Shaki. It's, man, this is the Pirate King, bro. Like it's crazy to see this, bro. And Gloriosa is like mad at Roger that if Shaki acts it would be different. That makes no sense. And we then see like Shaki is like sad that Rayleigh isn't here, and we see Roger looking at Shaki, and Roger then like asks her, where is Nougat? I want to drink with him. And Big Mom is like, he left. Mama, damn it, Rayleigh, why didn't you come? Like Roger, bro, it's crazy to seeing the Rox Pirates and Roger Pirates were like in the same bar, bro. And we see like Roger and Big Mom like chatting, bro. It's crazy to see these things, bro. All these legends like interacting with each other, bro. It's goosebumps, man. Like this chapter is so peak, bro. Like it's insane, bro. Like we didn't see like Big Mom, like we see Big Mom and Roger talking, bro, like as if like they're like friends, bro. Like it's insane. And Roger is like, we can see like the rivalry between Roger and Whitebeard here, and Roger and Whitebeard were mostly like friends, but I don't know what went down on God Valley, bro. Like looking at these panels, it seems like the Rox Pirates and Roger Pirates were like on friendly terms, bro. It's crazy to see that. But it seems it's crazy to see. We then see like Shaki fainting because she couldn't like she was missing she because of love sickness because of love sickness from Rayleigh. And it's crazy to see the Roger Pirates and Roxford hanging around and chilling together, bro. But it was only because it was inside Shaki's bar. And but back at sea, like, but if it were outside the Shaki's bar, out there in the open in the sea, the Roxford and Roger Pirates were on like, oh, they were on it, bro. Like they used to go at it. Like it's clear to see. We see a close-up panel of Rox and Roger looking away at each other, looking away from each other, and it's insane. This panel, like this is the one of the serious Roger panel we have seen for a long time. Like Roger is like so focused and like on a mission, and Rox is also like furious. We then cut away to the another. We then cut away to the realm of the dead in Elba sometime later, and we see like King Harald and Roxy Xebec going at it. Like King Harald has accepted the offer from the world government to kill Roxy Xebec and betray his friend. You know, it's insane, bro. We see this panel. The next few double-page panels are crazy. Like it's the fight between Rox and King Harald, and we also see Loki and Hasdrudin. They were watching the fight, and Loki was trying to hold on to a tree, and like he was getting blown away from it. It's insane, bro. Insane shockwave from the fight between Rox and King Harald. It's crazy, bro. Like it's sad to see like Harald and Rox having to fight, and how the world government like influenced Harald into fighting Rox. It's sad to see their friendship come to an end. We see that Rox like tells Harald that the world government is trying to use him, and he also asks Harald if it's worth, like, if it's really worth killing your friend over it. And they have an insane clash with sword, and Rox is using like a shockwave type of thing with his sword, you know, like a blasting, like it's a blast type shockwave, like cannonball. They have a like a brutal fight, and both are like bloodied and like they're like sweating, huffing and puffing. It's insane, bro. Like we see like Conqueror's hockey black lightning blows from the underworld of Elbaf, and like the entire like underworld is like shaking. It's insane. We see all the animals like running away from the site of the battle. Bro, this is crazy. I can't wait for the anime of this. Even though this is only a short exchange, but it's crazy to see this. And we see that the reason why King Harald accepted the offer was because the celestial dragons have a good influence in the world, and they will help Elba get into a good loop with the other countries, because the other countries think that the giants are bad because they used to plunder they used to harm them before. Even though King Harald is a good person, like the other nations are refusing to ally with Elbaf because of the past deeds of the giants, you know, and that's why King Harald wants to join with the world government, because the celestial dragons and the world government has a good influence in the world, so they can help Elbaf join up with the other allied nations and build up a good connection, you know. So I can understand where King Harald is coming from, but bro, like seriously, like joining up and teaming up with celestial dragons, bro, I'm going with Rox on this one, bro. King Harald got this one wrong. Like the more we learn about Rox is getting to be one of my favorite characters in One Piece, bro. Like before, I used to think like this was someone like a rogue pirate and a evil bad pirate, bro. But man, like Rox is really growing on me, bro. The more we read about him, Rox was only like going after the world government because of their own evil doing, and he was like mostly focused on like getting on attacking the celestial dragons, you know. Like we can understand like where Rox was coming from, and we all can also understand where King Harald is coming from. But man, like it's sad to see their friendship coming to an end because of this. And like Rox like declares that he will not invite King Harald anymore, and King Harald says that he cannot throw away his people's lives by falling a villain like him into a losing battle. We then see the narrator saying that there was no true conclusion, but the unorthodox friendship had come to an end between Rox and Harald. The two would not meet again for some time, or not until the day of a certain incident. More news about Rox. And I presume this incident is about the God Valley incident, because 2 years after this, the God Valley incident happens, and as we know, Rox Xebec like presumably died during God Valley, so it has to be the God Valley incident because after that, his Rox is not there, so it, I won't. I'm assuming he's dead, so it has to be the God Valley incidents. Where so we get the confirmation that King Harald was also at God Valley, and we then see like at some point later we see like Loki like sitting on the shores of Elbaf waiting for Rox to come back, but Rox does not come back anymore, and like he's reading the newspapers where it's telling about Rox, what the Rock Spirits are doing, and Loki is like waiting for Rox, like just like you can see the parallel between Shanks and like Luffy, like how Luffy sees Shanks. Loki used to see Rox at the same way as well. We then see that Ada like telling Loki that Rox isn't coming back to Elbaf anymore, and then Loki is like, "Shut up, you're lying." And it's great to see like slow and Ada says that, "Would you like some juice?" Loki says, "Okay." So yeah, Loki is like slowly like opening up to Ada, like I think Mosa might be Ada, bro. I'm just gonna throw it out, bro. Like I think that Mosa guy that Loki has been talking to on the Denden Mushi, it might be Ada. So yeah, man, like it's great to see like Loki like finally bonding with Ada, like and Ada like still taking care of Loki, when King Harald was away. It's great to see the bond and dynamic between them, like bro. Now, anyways, final page of the chapter, we flash forward a year later, and we see 39 years ago, West Blue, God Valley. We see God Valley in all its splendor, the island, we see it. And there we see a red-haired woman like going on a stroll with two children, two twin boys in the town. And we see the other town people like telling that the babies are so cute, the twins are so cute, the twin boys, they're the twin boys, and they say that they've got your red hair, like the mom has the red hair, and the children got their red hair from the mother. And the townspeople say that I hope they grow up to be as bright as you, and they say that don't worry, we'll pitch in since their daddy is away. Thank you, mister. And they ask the lady what the name of the baby is, and the red-haired woman says it's Shanks and Shamrock. And that's where the chapter ends. Man, this is crazy. We get the reveal of Shanks' mother, and bro, it's crazy. We see Shanks and baby Shanks and baby Shamrock. Bro, like, it's crazy to see these things, man. I'm losing my mind, bro. I'm losing sleep on thinking about this chapter, bro. Like, it's insane. Like, man, like, what do I even say, bro? Like, so yeah, like, during one point, when Garling was on his mission at God Valley, like, he got on with a woman there, I think, and a red-haired woman, because Garling has blonde hair, so, and this woman had red hair, so Shanks and Shamrock, like, actually, they got their red hair from their mom, we find out, and it was their mom who named them Shanks and Shamrock. And I wonder if Garling, like, actually liked this woman. It was another, like, celestial dragon's, like, messed up thing, and it's crazy to see this thing, man. Like, we're finally getting the reveal of Shanks' mom, and we're finally getting the reveal of Shanks' mom. I cannot believe it. We don't see her face in this chapter, but I think we are definitely going to see her face in the next few chapters, when we delve into the God Valley incident. And I think she was there in God Valley. Like, she was one of the, maybe she got killed. Like, sadly she got killed, and it's crazy to see that, bro. Like, so Shanks and Shamrock, they were born at God Valley. It's insane, bro. Like, yeah, maybe Garling on one of those missions, like, he got in with this woman, and like they had Shanks and Shamrock. I don't know, man. Like, some people were saying that Shanks and Shamrock were the discovery that Garling was talking to the Gorosei about, but I highly doubt it, bro. Like, it doesn't make any sense with that, because that was 40 years ago and this is 39 years ago, so Shanks and Shamrock were not born there yet. Maybe I also saw some people saying that maybe the red-haired woman is from a tribe that Emu is interested in, maybe it's from a special tribe. maybe the red hair woman, Shanks's mom, and Shamrock's mom, like she's from a special tribe, just like the Buccaneers. And maybe that was what Garling was telling Emu about, you know? Yeah, so it's so much happening here. So, and I don't know, man. Like people were speculating whether Shanks's mom was a celestial dragon or like a commoner from the lower world, you know. But it seems like she's from God Valley, you know, like she's from the regular humans. Not she's not a celestial dragon, no. And maybe Shanks and Shamrock are like half celestial dragons, not full blooded. And yeah, man, it's crazy to see that. So it's crazy to even think that Shamrock got accepted as a full-blooded celestial dragon and he got the same title as well. Man, like so much is happening, bro. Like this chapter like perfectly sets up the God Valley incident. Like I highly doubt like Oda is like cutting away from this. Like I'm pretty sure we're getting the full God Valley flashback right here, right now. Like maybe we won't see the full battle and the full all the full details, you know, like, but we will get a good chunk of it right here, and we'll see how it ends in God Valley, you know. We'll see some nits and bit fights and some clashes here and there. And I'm mostly interested in the story progression here rather than the fights. You know, like I want to know what happened at God Valley and how Rocks got killed, and how like even King Harald was there. So I want to see what did King Harald do at God Valley. So it's crazy, bro. Like insane. Like ah man, like Oda has been cooking non-stop, man. I don't want this flashback to end, bro. Like let Oda cook, man. I want at least 5 chapters of God Valley, bro. Like, Oda, please make it happen. And my life is yours, man. Ah, man. Anyways, guys, that's where the chapter ended. And thankfully, there is no break next week. So we got a new One Piece chapter next week. And I'm pretty sure God Valley is starting then. And yeah, man, like, strap your seatbelts, guys, bro. Like, God Valley is coming. Tell the world, bro. The God Valley incident is coming, bro. Like, I'm super hyped and super pumped, and I can't wait for the next chapter, guys. Like, let me be honest, bro. Like, there's so much happening, bro. Like, I cannot even express how hyped I am. Like, it's hard to explain it, bro. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.